Alright, that should do it. Alright, looks like we're in. Good. Make sure that the mic is working. Good. Alright, awesome. Alright, let's up the difficulty just a little to make it a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's right, I adjusted my class, didn't I? Well, let's just hop into a match and see what happens. When were we allowed to change the color of the cloth? Some time ago. I don't remember exactly. Hey, Michael. I'm doing okay. How do I feel about the siege run coming in June? I'm okay with it. I think it'll be interesting. Alright, let's do this. Let's play some Space Marine. We're going to play some Siege Mode tonight. Siege Mode hasn't come yet. Let's go... Let's go tactical. Did we have a good Memorial Day? It was okay. Mostly just lonely. What are your thoughts on it? I said earlier, I think it'll be fine. I'm interested in it. All right. So a Raven Guard. Fair enough. Evening Raven, funny enough, I just started Space Marine 2 today. Ah, cool, man. It's a fun game. Very fun. I love it. What are my thoughts on the Dawn of War remake? I don't have any thoughts on it. I did not play Dawn of War. There we go. Now we're finally getting into it. Let's go. Happy Memorial Day, guys. Yep, it is Happy Memorial Day. Very quiet in this thing. GW announced one of the missing Primarchs is going to make an appearance. That'd be very dumb of them to do.
Scans show the Tyranid numbers growing exponentially within the
I did, and after seeing what happened to Stalker, I'm wary of the Dawn of War remake. I, again, don't know anything about Dawn of War. I didn't play it, so I have no thoughts on it.
Targeted approach. Commandeer a Nova Cannon implosive warhead from the Navy supplies in the Astra Militarum depot and deliver the payload by rail. We shall collapse the superstructure from below.
Yes, sir. We shall burn and bury all environmental conditions here, as is the way.
The battle disturbs Avarax's arid landscape. Dust squalls can arise with little warning. If conditions obscure the path, look for the flashing guideposts.
hard to see anything with all this dust.
No storm will delay our vengeance. Advance while it is clear.
There we go. Not a good start. I kind of got surrounded and my team wasn't there to help. Not a good start for me.
All specs primed. The storm has dissipated. Exterminate the tyrannic swarm. Be ready.
Here we go. Hey, Hannah, glad you're here. Spaceful's got a nerf in the tabletop, and would you or Lark continue Darktide when the Arbites class comes out? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really thought about if I'll continue Darktide or not. There we go.
We made our Primarch proud.
What the heck? Our dude literally quits the game because he goes down once. What a baby.
At the first objective, Lieutenant Titus.
Activate the Quartermaster's console and wake the machine spirit. Instructed to load the implosive warhead onto the train and assist it when necessary.
Alright, here we go.
You are fertilizer now, Seagulls. Scanning.
How did I miss that bad? I was aiming right for the guy. Craft roll to the Exodites? I don't know. I don't really follow the Eldar that closely. How many prestige ranks do I have for tactical? 21, I think. Raven, who's the Black Cobra's chief apothecary? The one who is trying to find a cure to all the diseases of the rat? I have not given him a name just yet, but he's already found a cure for many of them. His goal is to basically continue to keep resisting the rat in every way possible. That's all their goals, really. I made the mistake of writing another story on healthy lengths of time. How's that a mistake? It takes a long time to write a story. Wish I could play this game and have like the means to do so. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Awaiting your instructions.
Your task is to fix a Nova cannon explosive
Acknowledge. Command center transfer. Attention. Document is required to complete the transfer.
Tyranid artillery in sight.
Biobor.
Check your aim.
We got another wave coming, but I don't see where. Oh, coming from that direction. Reloading. Man, you tanked all of that, didn't you?
Exterminate.
Watching Stalker gameplay, and I don't like how the remakes removed all the Soviet imagery and cut the Russian language out. Never played Stalker, so I don't have an opinion on that. About bloody time. Yeah, there are a lot of games that I really haven't played. Like, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'm not much of a gamer.
We have the warhead on the move, Lieutenant.
Good. Escort the payload to the train.
The cogitator shows me a transport if we may utilize.
Alright, now we can go. Ah, Black Templar, so that's what's joined us. Doesn't playing a video game make you a gamer? How much do you play that video game? How often do you play that video game? And would you call, like, let me ask you a question. Would you call someone who only plays video games every now and then but has other passions a real gamer? At the best, I'm a casual gamer, but I don't take it that seriously, and I don't play a lot of games that other people do. Like, whenever people talk about, like, oh, dude, what do you think about this game? And I go, I haven't played that. I've heard people say, what, you've never played that? Like, people are shocked when I say that I never really played Smash Bros. I never played Legend of Zelda games. I never played Resident Evil. I never played any of these big games that everyone says are like you gotta play these games to be a gamer, man. Everyone played these games. I didn't play Minecraft. I have no interest in playing Minecraft. I think Fortnite is cringe. A lot of the games that people talk about and go on and on about, I've never touched. So, I mean, if just playing games makes you a gamer, then yeah, I guess I'm a gamer, but I really don't play a lot of the games that people go on and on about.
Suspects engaged.
Damn it, I'm down.
I do not need my sight to crush high beasts.
That's better.
No storm will delay our vengeance. This should get the rest of you across.
What are some good starting books in my opinion? The Caiaphas Cain series is excellent.
I will not yield to these wounds. The storm has dissipated.
Man, I'm really not playing good tonight. I keep making a lot of mistakes and screwing up.
Grin through the grit, brothers.
But yeah, Caiaphas Cain series is a great one to start with. Might also start with Enmity, Enmity's Edge, the Lazarus book. That's a good one. Those are all good ones to get started with.
We must just no storm will delay our vengeance.
It's only the first game. I know. I'm just not feeling great today. That's all. It was kind of a lousy day, if I'm being real, and just lots of stuff not good.
Would have encountered more Xenos by now.
I didn't get done some of the things I wanted to get done, and it was kind of a lousy day.
Obstruction detected. Removal is required to commence.
Acknowledged and ready. We are back on the move.
You haven't been downed yet? Yes, I have. I was downed earlier, bro.
New scars in the making.
Neurothrope. Ah, shit. It's just got a lot more difficult. Where is it? Where's the Neurothrope?
Activating all specs advantage. Lure and throw. Keep your distance.
Any word on my former boss from Longhorn? Yeah. He's still got his job, but it's still up in the air. Because they could still remove him if they wanted to. Shit, I'm down again.
Remain calm.
Have the Black Cobras met the Votan? No.
Stims injected.
Raymond, you should try popcorn using chorizo grease for the oil and sprinkle some salt, powdered cheese, and cayenne powder on them. Sure, I'll try that sometime. How does a Volkite pistol feel? I like it.
Commencing Auspex scan. Area cleansed of the foul Xenos presence.
What's my favorite faction outside of the Imperium? I guess the Necrons. The Necrons are pretty cool. I want to see grav weapons in the game. I don't think we're going to get those.
Departmental editorial weapons transfer.
I do not think those will happen, personally.
Complete. Manifest updated.
Auspex ready to scan. Enhanced visual feedback. Disgusting tyrannies.
Alright.
Squad, rally on my signal. The armor.
Where's one of the two main Reapers or Power Claws? Yeah, that'd be cool. Those would be pretty cool.
Brothers, together we go.
Oh, you're good, Bucket. You're fine. I'm probably not going to stream long tonight. Like I said, I'm just not feeling great. And, kind of bummed out. Rough day.
Ordnance in place, Lieutenant. Give us the word.
Good. Deploy it.
All specs prime. Changing magazine. The Emperor sees
Engine power depleted. Initiating charging cycle. Departmental regulatory penalties will be assessed.
a minor setback. Let us reevaluate our strategy.
Talassa, I have multiple swarms moving to your location. You have their attention. Deal with them swiftly. We will not get another shot at this. Let us crush them.
The train is crawling with repugnant Xenos. Time to zone throw.
Zoanthrope, that's what's been hitting me. I need health in the worst way. Perfect.
Injecting stings.
An extremist, huh? Can't get off the shop where I am.
Link your armor to the Mechanicus device. You will need to keep close proximity to the charging station until the reset is complete.
Go with that.
Xenos inbound. Show them carnage. Commencing auto scan. Pathetic tyranny.
Reloading.
Ammunition cap.
Charging station. Praise to the machine for this blessed gift. Engine charge to 75%.
There we go.
Dispatcher, the engine is charged and prepared for departure.
Deploy immediately.
Yes, brother.
This is such a relaxing game, I suppose.
Detonation in 5.
What's your favorite class in the game? Bulwark, probably. Either Bulwark or Vanguard. Those are probably my favorites. Am I playing with Astartes Overhaul or Vanilla? I don't know what Astartes Overhaul is. Is that like the DLC? If so, then yeah, I got the DLC. It's a mod? Oh, well then no, I'm not playing with any mods. I'm not playing with any mods. Because this is all on PlayStation 5 anyway, and I don't think I can get the mods on PlayStation 5. Alright, let's take care of the customization stuff and then we'll move on to the next mission. We'll probably only do 2 or 3 more and then we'll call it a night. Like I said, just not feeling it. I feel bad because I couldn't do my reading stream, which I really wanted to do, but OBS is giving me a lot of problems today, and so I just didn't want to go through that fight. Alright, let's go. Probably heavy this time. Let's see, what do I want to do this time? All right. The devs are very cool with mods where you have to play with private lobbies, but otherwise a lot of freedom. Oh, that's cool. All right, here we go. Next one. Sorry I'm a bit out of it, guys. Just the day. today I had to make a really big decision, and it was a good decision. I think it was a good decision, you know. And my parents were on board with it, which I was concerned about. So I'm glad for that, but there's still some stressors I have to confront as I approach this. And I'll make the official announcement about it later on, probably tomorrow during a video. But then I've also got I've still got school this week because we still got school Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So the school year is still not quite done. We've still got 3 more days. And then add on to that, I was working on a response video today, which, good Lord in heaven, it was bad. Like, it actually hurt to do. So just all around not in a great mood. Just not in a great mood. I'm not miserable, I'm just frustrated, you know? Alright, let's do this. Goddamn bullet sponge. Come here, you.
Inserting rounds.
What the heck was that? Alright, looks like we ran into some trouble. There we go. There we go. That's a bit better. Have any teaching stories, Raven? Yeah, I got plenty. All kinds of stuff. Not all of them pleasant. Had to break up several fights in my time.
Arrived at access point.
Dealt with kids that came up with some of the dumbest excuses I've ever heard. Like, you just get a lot of stuff.
There is no turning back.
What difficulty are you on? Substantial.
fire bulwark protects the Thousand Suns position. We can expect those heretics to use similar tactics against us.
Drop the barrier and expose them.
What's the kneeling for? Just because.
Refilling magazines.
I've heard that Doom the Dark Ages isn't good. I've heard that it's bland in comparison to the other games, but I'm not a Doom player, so I don't know. I've heard that they removed a lot of the cool takedowns and replaced them with bumper car animations.
Obtaining armaments.
Actually, I've been riding a little bit more of the Black Cobras as well as the Sisters of the Sacred Spear. Oh dear.
Engage mind shields. Exposed to noxious agent.
The Emperor sees throwing fragmentation grenade.
There we go. I'm gonna need some more ammo. Got an armor booster.
Iron Halo ready. Annihilate that altar.
Flesh-bound meddlers! Your false Emperor holds no sway here! Exorcise that apostate from existence! The changer of ways shall never be thwarted!
Target escaped. Assessing.
We cannot break that
Reload. Heal.
Hold fast, brothers! It will crumble
All
on
is the heritage shrine. Allegiance confirmed. Thousand Suns. Altar destroyed.
Yes, they're still cutting up. It's shame on Doom? Yeah, for sure, man. I'm not a big Doom player. Like, I never played any of the other games, but I heard that that people are not pleased. Like, I honestly saw videos of bumper car animation takedowns, and I'm like, good lord, that's so bad. That's not something I'd expect from a Doom game.
Ready to leave for passage.
We are committed to this cause. For the Emperor!
There! That altar is projecting this.
It's enemy against enemy.
What's wrong with Doom? I didn't say anything was wrong with Doom. I'm just saying that this new game apparently has problems. Apparently this new Doom game has very much babied down a lot of the stuff that people liked about the original games, like the takedowns. They've removed some of the takedowns to be mere bumper car animations. And apparently they didn't bring Mick Gordon back to do the soundtrack, which pissed off a lot of people. So yeah, there's no glory kills, there's no Mick Gordon.
Target destroyed.
Pyramids without.
Advance to the Cathedral. Iron payload progress. Zangor eliminated. Frag grenade deployed. Advanced tactics ready. Heresy quotient reduced. Rally point established.
Alright. And they killed Doomslayer's dragon? Yeah.
Your loyalty expired. The vermin are descending.
Enemy opposition reduced. Move on target.
Yep. All of us are reverent. This is what it means to be a Space Marine.
Banner, ready to deploy. Heretic insurgent marked.
Hellbrute.
Detected enemy extinguished.
I'm almost out of ammunition, guys. Come here, you. Come here, you.
A thousand suns for the Emperor.
Y'all better do some of the fighting without me. I am out of ammo. Oh my god, an ammo cache. Thank the Lord I'm back. I like to see a Trader Dreadnought and not a Hellbrute. That's what Hellbrutes are. They're basically Trader Dreadnoughts.
Cultist pacified. Heresy contained. Intercepting projectiles.
Ah. There we go. I'm almost dead. Gonna need some health. Uh-oh. I'm coming, buddy.
Stabilizing traumatic wound. Casualty averted.
How long did it take to write the Black Cobras? I'm still writing them. I'm still adding more to their lore. Like, it's a continuous process. I'm creating named characters. I'm adding internal lore within the chapter. But I've taken a break for a little bit to work on the Sisters of the Sacred Spear.
Clear. Sweep the sublevels.
Do they exclusively use spears? No, but a lot of their melee units do rely on polearm weaponry and spears. That's why they have a close relationship with the Black Cobras. They actually get some of their weaponry from Narakyon. Many of the Sisters of the Sacred Spear make trips to Narakyon to restock, resupply, and bring the word of the Emperor.
Countdown sequence.
High level security. We need to authorize another terminal before it dies out.
Raven, check your Discord. Sure. Give me just a second. Out of the way, out of the way.
Lift restored. Operation.
I tried.
Updating casualty.
Anyway, let me see what's in Discord.
This world exacts a heavy toll. Get back on.
All right, awesome. Back up. Jean Renee White went down. We'll need to hold out until he gets back up.
Preparing disciplinary report.
Down we go.
Enhanced tactic ready.
Shoot fire fuzzies. Come on. There we go. Die. Shoot.
Refilling magazines. Vital organs losing efficacy. Corruption.
Pain and purgation await those who dwell here.
Let's do it. Rock and roll. Okay, let me check Discord real fast. Aw, that's cute, Hannah. That's very cute. Thanks for sending that to me.
Demon host combatant is restrained by shrine.
Come on down, big guy. I literally dove right into that. I'm an idiot. I'm down. Alright, guys, you'll have to hold out without me for a whole minute. Oh, I can't wait to read more about the Sisters of the Sacred Spear and Christina. Poor Christina. Yeah, okay, the only 3 members of the Order of the Sacred Spear that I have given a lot of lore to are Madeline, Christina, and Johanna. Those are the only 3 members of the Sacred Spear who I've given a lot of lore to. Johanna was the first, then Christina, and then Madeline. Hey, Raven, which character does more rip and tear, Doom Guy or Space Marine? Doom Guy. How did Lark contribute to the Black Cobras and the Sisters in the video? You said you referred to yourself and Lark making them. Lark was my editor. He's more of a... He knows way more about the lore of Warhammer 40k than I do. I'm still learning it. And so, as I was writing the Black Cobras and the Sisters, he helped kind of correct some of my misunderstandings or mistakes, and helped, like, in formulating their origins and their directions. I, like, checked with him to ask a lot about how certain things could possibly work. For example, Christina's story. For those of you who know Christina's unique situation, I asked how I could approach that realistically in Warhammer, and he basically walked me through a process, and that's how we did that.
Sanctify what you have destined.
Demon host engaging.
We must suffer the corruption a while longer. We have sacked the traitor shrine.
Altar destroyed. Brace for demonic bombardment. Negating altar.
Seek cover.
High-ranking chaos type.
Demon host unleashes its power.
I'm a stronger heavy than that one. Very curious, does Lark collect or paint Warhammer minis? If so, what faction or factions does he collect? We both collect minis. We both paint factions. He has a Chaos Warband that he's created. He has Dark Angels, and he has some Lizard Men. I collect the Sisters of Battle and Custodes. And in terms of legendary characters, Lark has Lionel Johnson and a Demon Engine. I have Saint Celestine and Morven Vol. Custodes are expensive. I didn't get a big pack of them. I just got like a small squad. Besides, I enjoy the Sisters more anyway. But yeah, Lark really helped me with writing Christina's story, and hers is such a sad story. I'm planning on doing like a continuation, like what she does after her events on her home planet. Like how she accommodates to sisterhood and what kind of things she has to experience. So I'm thinking about doing that. What paint do I use? Warhammer paint. There are lizard men in 40k? No, the lizard men are from Warhammer Fantasy. Where can I see her story? Oh, I haven't published it anywhere. Some of my stories I don't publish because, for one thing, most people don't read them, and for another, the last time I posted a story like hers, it didn't go over well, so I'm doing it myself. If people actually want me to read her story or release her story, I will, but I don't think most people really want me to. Least favorite class of Space Marine? From the game? Sniper. Gotta be Sniper. Alright. This will be my last one, then I'm probably gonna call it, guys.
Report to your watchmaster immediately.
Before I go to bed tonight, I will release the new video. I will do that. But yeah, the sisters need some more love. I honestly have been working on the Sacred Spears. Like I said, Christina has been up there. I'm thinking about just doing more with her. How well will the Space Marines do against the Flood from Halo or the Necromorphs from Dead Space? Don't know anything about Dead Space, but as far as the Flood, probably not well. The Flood is the only entity I can think of that would really give Warhammer a tough time. Why does YouTube have XP now? I don't know. It's just a member thing. I don't know. I don't know why they did that. Alright, the noble is left, thick is joined, okay? Can you go assault? No, someone else is going assault. Would Doom guy survive Warhammer? Depends. It depends on where he is and who he's facing and what he's armed with. And would he be friends with a Space Marine? Yeah, probably depends on the Space Marine. But if y'all want to know more about the Black Cobras or the Sisters of Bat or the Sisters of the Sacred Spear or Christina or any of the characters I've created in Warhammer, feel free to ask. This is the last match, so ask away. And don't worry, probably sometime tomorrow I'm going to be making a big announcement. Hey Raven, been debating on Gene Seed to combine with Raven Guard for my homebrew chapter. Have Imperial Fist as a choice, but not fully sure. Good luck with choosing, man. Doom guy would get mopped up. It really depends on what he's fighting. Like if he's fighting the Tau, he has a chance.
The Tyranids have already established their capillary towers.
Alright, let's do this.
Acadian platoon has taken up position near an abandoned Imperial fortress. Their weapons will lead the counterattack. The Acadian commander can brief you on the fortress's current status.
A fine place to split open Tyranids. A challenge. I will enjoy killing that monstrosity.
The fortress is Icarus Ascan.
How do the gene seeds work and what made you choose the ones for the Black Cobras? So, the gene seeds are basically the genetic material used from the Primarchs to create Space Marines. It's basically genetic material that connects them to them. Think like, it's almost like, I hate to use a different term, but it's almost like sperm. You know, it's almost like using genetic code to make you sort of a semi-version of a Primarch. You don't have all their strength, power, or abilities, but you have traits from them and things that connect you to them. the reason I chose the Lionel Johnson and Yagatai Khan is because I wanted the two Primarch gene seeds to even each other out. Lionel Johnson is a noble warrior. He's a very powerful and skilled fighter who specializes in melee and fighting up close, but so is Yagatai. Yagatai and Lion have a lot of things in common. They're both warriors of nobility. They both are very pragmatic. They both are loyal to a fault. And they both are masters of up-close personal combat. And I wanted to embody that in the Black Cobras, but they also are different in certain areas. Lionel Johnson is married to his secrets. He loves secrecy and, you know, basically trusting in his own instincts and his own ways of doing things, which is a good and a bad thing. Meanwhile, Yagatai was all about open-mindedness and openness. He wanted to share things with others. Like, he didn't agree with the idea of getting rid of psychers. He often did things his own way and knew that the Emperor was a human who made mistakes. And because of that, he often disagreed with the Emperor on certain aspects. So I kind of combined the two. I wanted to combine both of those to create a better outcome. While the Black Cobras do value their secrets, they're not married to them. They will obviously put the needs of others before their own. And while they are open, they also recognize the importance of loyalty and pragmatism in the face of difficulty. So I wanted to kind of combine the best aspects of both and overcome their weaknesses. Because I think Yagatai and Lion are incredibly similar.
Disappointing.
Are there any Psychers in the Black Cobras? Yes, they have a Librarius. They call them the Venom Squad because they are the Cobras. They are the Cobra's venom.
Swapping out magazine. Into the fray.
Star Wars Battlefront 3 movement is in chat. Okay. What are the weaknesses of the sacred spears? The weakness of the sacred spears is they lack a lot of self-confidence in themselves. Because they broke off from their parent Majoris order, they feel almost like they betrayed what they stood for once. And so because of that, they have a lot of self-confidence issues. And because of that, they question a lot of their own decisions. I've heard it said that gene seeds function in a sense makes the recipient a mini clone of their Primarch, so the extent of how close of a clone one is made varies. You're not wrong, because there are some children who come to resemble their own Primarch fathers. Like, for example, in the Sons of Horus, Horus Axeman, it was sometimes called Little Horus because he resembled his Primarch so much. But back I saw a comic where Space Marine called Doom Guy Lord Slayer. That's even more badass. Okay, I've never seen that comic, but cool. Do the Black Cobras have other rivals besides the Plague Rats? I think that was their warband name. Their warband name is called the Plague Apostles. The Rat is just the name of their leader. They don't really have any love for any other Chaos Marines. They kind of focus on fighting Chaos more than anything, but they also tend to hate the Orcs because that was their original enemy to fight before they encountered the Plague Apostles. But they don't really have another major rival right now. I suppose they might have a rival in the Night Lords, but I haven't really written that out yet. Right now, the Plague Apostles are their big rivals. Are the snipers and the Black Cobras called the Spitting Cobras or something else? The snipers aren't called the Spitting Cobras. I haven't come up with a cool nickname for their company. They are basically the Scout Company. They are the 10th Company. They specialize in reconnaissance and sniper work. But they're also the smallest company because the Black Cobras do not specialize in range. They have some range weapons, but it's not their speciality. They prefer to be up close or at least mid-range.
And yet, I find the time for both.
Ha! If you would like to test how your devotions compare to mine,
My blade is ready anytime.
The reason they call their librarius the venom, the cobra venom, is because their librarians are trained to basically poison the minds of the enemy. Neurothrope.
What needs grappling? See me again, I
Come here, you! This is why the Black Cobras specialize in melee.
I like your style.
Damning praise.
Protest all you like. You know when to throw caution to the wind and get in the thick of it.
I am an instrument of the Emperor. I am trained to engage the enemy.
Me too. Fortunately, he usually wills me to the front line.
Very disciplinary report.
What needs grappling? Bury that burrower.
That was fun. Anyway, hey Raven, do you think about Minotaurs? Also, that Venom ability is metal. I do think about the Minotaurs, I just don't write anything about them. What heavy weapons do the Cobras use? Plenty. Like, they have plenty of heavy bolters, flamers, stuff like that. What are some relationships between the Black Cobras, Sisters of the Sacred Spear, and other groups? Okay, if you already went over this in your video. The Black Cobras and the Sisters of the Sacred Spear have a very close working relationship because they both use the same forges of Narahion to get their melee weapons. The Black Cobras have also worked some with the Ultramarines and the Salamanders. They also had a brief encounter with the Dark Angels, which went over very well. The Sisters of the Sacred Spear have worked with various groups, and ironically, the Black Cobras are one of the few Astartes they're willing to work with, because most others they don't respect. If there was a named level character in the Black Cobras, is the name Samuel, Poison of Chaos God. I don't know if the name's already taken in 40k though. Samuel sounds like a Dark Angel's name, if I'm being honest. Star Wars is dead, 40k is there for us, correct. Does the name Samuel sound good to you? Type on my last message. Samuel sounds good. It sounds like a Dark Angel name. I mean to say, what do you think about the Minotaurs? My fault. Oh, they're fine. I don't really like them or hate them. They're just crazy.
Ordnance on me.
Stay close and sharp.
Injector spent.
Wounds of the Imperial.
machines slumber. We'll have work to do.
Die. I know I dodged that. Don't even play with me. Are there any chapters the Black Cobras do not get along with? Yes, there are a few. See, the Inquisition wants to go out of their way to demonize the Black Cobras and make them sound bad. So any chapters that work closely with the Inquisition, like the Death Watch or the Grey Knights, they don't like the Black Cobras. The Space Wolves don't like the Black Cobras. And the Black Cobras aren't high on them. The Marines Malevolent, the Black Cobras detest them. The Black Cobras also aren't very high on, oh god, what do they call it? I forget. They also aren't very high on the Black Templars. They don't hate the Black Templars, but they've had a lot of bad run-ins with them. Hold on a second. Anyway, sorry about that. Raven, how vicious can the Cobras get? There was an incident where they were dealing with the plague. In this instance where they worked with the Ultramarines, they demonstrated their ferocity when the plague apostles showed up and actually went wild on them. It actually intimidated the Ultramarines. Fair, I just thought that since the name Samuel translates, as far as I know, to poison of God, I just added the chaos part to specify that the god they're poison of. Well, Samuel sounds like an angel name, and the Dark Angels use a lot of angel names. Just saying. What made you do the Black Cobra's color scheme and the snake imagery? Because in lore, the Black Cobras name themselves after a snake from their homeworld, the emu. They're in the Emugu. It's a symbiotic snake that lives on their planet that kills and eats giant rats that feed on humans. Since the people of the planet see the Emugu as a friendly and supportive and guardian kind of creature, they felt that the Space Marines of that world should go by the name the Black Cobras, since they would look like their warriors. The color scheme comes from the fact that the Imugu have black ebony scales, and they have glowing red eyes, which they color their pauldrons to look like.
We are inside the fortress, Captain.
Basically, the Space Marines try to make their body look like the head of the Cobra.
Do you have aspirations, Valius? Your indefatigable spirit would be a boon to you as a leader. I am content in my
Revenue will just
demands of war mean the chapter can never have too many leaders. Your hour will come. Thank you. Feel free to make me.
What kind of naming schemes do the Cobras have? The people of Imugu are heavily based on East Asian cultures like Chinese, Korean, and Japanese. So a lot of their names are Chinese, Korean, or Japanese. Like the chapter master is known as Ieyasu Raigo.
Extra rounds.
once more. Swapping out magazine.
These Imugi spit venom, or are they like giant king cobras? They're like giant king cobras. They make their homes near human settlements, not because they want to eat humans, but because they know that the giant rats, known as the Nezha, hunt humans, and so they know that the Nezha will show up around human settlements. So the people of Narahyon believe that the Imugu are basically protecting them, and so they venerate the snakes.
Why do you smile, brother?
I am executing the Emperor's will, arm to arm with his fighters, slaughtering the enemies of man. I have every reason to smile.
So long as you are bearing your teeth toward the enemy, I suppose it will. Arming up. I shall be free.
Was there a lot of little nuances and small details you had to focus on to make the Black Cobras and Sisters of the Sacred Spear? With the Black Cobras, not quite as much. With the Sisters of the Sacred Spear, yes. I had to do a lot of little small things with them. Especially when I worked on Christina's story.
Tending to my wounds. Reloading.
What are some? For example, the Sisters of the Sacred Spear originally came from the Order of Our Martyred Lady. And because they left them, they still carry some of the traditions of the Order, but because they also feel like they betrayed them, they've done small things to show how they've separated. So, for example, the Sisters of the Sacred Spear have a tradition where they have to shave their hair off of their body as initiates. As novitiates, they have to do this. And as they gain rank, they're allowed to grow their hair back. And this is to show penance. It's basically to show that they regret and show remorse that they had to betray their sisters and become their own order. but it also shows their duty to the Emperor, because by becoming stronger and better, they can actually improve themselves, if that makes
I
sense.
do not recognize half the passages.
You do not strike me as
Let us rise up and make glorious battle.
I would be honored.
The Sisters of the Sacred Spear also have to go through special rituals of combat. In order to be granted access into the Orders of the Sacred Spear, you first have to survive one-on-one combat with a sister and last for 5 minutes. Or if you can land one blow on them or land one strike, then you can be allowed in. You have to prove that you are willing to
For the Emperor.
give your all to the mission and give your all to the sisters. Raven, have you considered working for Black Library? Your English degree would help. I would love to work for the Black Library. I don't know if they'd like me that much.
It is even bigger up close. Good.
This fortress's defensiveness. We will terminate its existence.
Like Ruth's test for her sister, only more brutal. Yep, very much like that. I heard that there's going to be a big update for Space Marine 2. Yeah, I've heard that too. You said that you would make a video with tips for making your own Astartes chapter. I will make one for the sister thing. I forgot what the sister group is called. Oh, so you'll make a video for the sisters? That'll be cool, man. If you do make that, send it my way. I'd love to see it.
You are near the last cannons. You will need to find the manual controls to operate them.
The control console is within sight.
It's basically a horde mode. Yeah, siege mode. Yeah. Oh, meant to say, will you make one? Yeah, I'll make one for sure.
The tyranny dares to attack us. Avoid the tyranny's expulsion. It does bleed. Good. Witness the might of the Echidna Titan. Hope and no brains.
Can't wait to see how Ulruth and Ultra escape the arena. You'll probably be waiting a while. I have no intention to continue that right now. Don't feel discouraged if you're having trouble making Space Marine chapter. It does take a long time and work. It does, and I'll give you guys some tips on what you need to do. I will. I'll make that video. I might actually make that my next video project. Because right now I know that my next one should be on the White Scars, but I'm having to do a little bit more research before I release that. So I might do that later. shot me? Oh, the biovore.
Witness the might of the Interior.
Well, I mean, I can't tell you what to do in terms of a color scheme. That's y'all's business, but I can talk to you about lore stuff.
See, the generators will awaken our slumbering cannons.
I know most people prefer design over lore, but I mean, I can talk to you about lore stuff to work on or add.
Shut them up before they bring more. Generator charging. Unleash the Imperium's might.
The abomination targets us with poison.
The system link has been established. Force links
One down. Trillions to go.
Last cannons ready. Establish target on the side-arm to initiate offensive protocol.
The tyranny dares to attack us. Keep away from the Xenos pollution.
Waiting for fire command. Fire side-arm when ready, Minister.
Got it.
Titan is defeated. We can target the towers, Captain.
All right. Anyway, let me see. Raven, what do the Cobras do on their off time? Meditate, study, spar, read. A lot of them are scholars. Thank you, Pear, for giving me an idea. From a very big research into Warhammer for beginners, apparently it's a joke that it's very difficult to explain Warhammer quickly. Yeah, it is very difficult. Spin the Wheel of Fortune. Yep. I was thinking K-Suns and maybe mixing it with a Gene Seed, maybe Blood Angel. And I was thinking, what if they were Night Lords? Whichever you want. Is there like a select amount of people used for Gene Seeds, and is there a number max? Okay, so here's the thing. Normally, it's only one Gene Seed that's used to make a Space Marine. That is the normal procedure. It is actually highly illegal to make Chimeric Gene Seed. Most people don't do it, and it was only done in certain rare circumstances. So it's not something you want to rely on. I only did it with mine because the Black Cobras were illegally made. They were made without consent of several factors. The High Lords kind of cheated the system to create them, and did it very much as an experiment, and it was highly illegal. So I wouldn't rely on it. But if you're asking how many are allowed, 2 is the maximum that's been allowed. Excellent. Are there certain people used for Gene Seeds, or could a random guy from the street be picked? They only use the Gene Seeds of the Primarchs. The original 20 Primarchs. Those are the only ones who they take Gene Seed from, because they're the only ones with Gene Seed worthy. Now, if you're asking who they pick to give the Gene Seed to, they usually recruit young boys who are either offered through the like a draft or an offering kind of system. Like they call it a tithe, where they go to worlds and say, hey, give us your young boys who are willing. And then they turn them into Space Marines. Many do not survive. It is a very harrowing, difficult process. No, the Grey Knights use the Emperor's gene seed? Oh, my mistake, sorry. I have my own issues with the Grey Knights. I don't hate them as much as I do the Space Wolves or the Iron Hands, but I'm not high on the Grey Knights. Alright. Well, if y'all have any other questions, ask them quick while I wrap up this stuff. Which Warhammer Crash Course do I think I'll make next? I'm either going to make my video on tips for making your own homebrew chapter, or I'm going to talk about the White Scars. Almost got it. Would a separate video for a warband be on the table? What do you mean? Like for how to make a warband? It's kind of going to be the same thing, really. Are the Sisters of Battle able to use power weapons like power swords? Are there power axes? Yeah, plenty of Sisters of Battle use power weapons. Like, many of them do. So, yeah, Sisters of Battle do use power weapons. I'm probably going to do a video eventually on the Plague Apostles and explain what I did with them. Actually, let me do one other thing before I go. Nothing to you is sexier than a chicken with power armor and a weapon as big as them. Well, Aaron, I'm not going to judge you for liking chickens. That's your business, I'm afraid. If you like chickens, who am I to stop you? A sister using a power sword? Yeah, they exist. Plenty of sisters use power swords. There we go. Awesome. Looks like I will be able to make my order of the Sacred Hatchet based on the order of the hatchet from history. Cool. Yeah, no problem, Taylor. Glad to help. Excellent. All right. Okay, guys, that's probably going to be where I call it. Sorry that it wasn't a super exciting stream. I kind of did this last minute because I couldn't do my reading stream because, like I said, OBS has been acting up. Oh, wait, we know you haven't nicknamed the Black Cobra Snipers. What have you nicknamed the others? The Librarius are called the Venom, or known as Venom Squad. And First Squad is known as the Cobra's Eyes because they're always the first to get in and attack. But other than that, no, I haven't given a lot of names. All right, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow is Tuesday, so I will be doing a short stream tomorrow. I'm also going to release a video most likely tomorrow making a big announcement about this summer and what's going to happen and that I need your guys' help with something. But that'll be for tomorrow. And tonight before I go to bed, I will be releasing a brand new response video for you guys to see. I hope you guys like it because it was very painful to get through. But I hope you guys enjoy. Anyway, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video.